Hey, while I am julienning some carrots for my salad this week, I wanted to share my overall thoughts about my True North experience from I arrived Thursday, February 27th. I started fasting the following day on Friday, the 28th. I fasted a total of 8 days, and then the refeeding was 4 days, and then I traveled home on that fourth day. So they gave me to-go containers to load up 3 meals to take home with me to finish my refeeding. But my overall experience was phenomenal. I can't recommend this enough for anybody who has any kind of health condition that they want to manage or get rid of. There are some health conditions that would make a person ineligible to fast, such as chronic kidney disease. Uh, but when you fill out the registration, Dr. Goldhammer himself calls you, and then it's determined if a person is a good candidate or not. So the one downfall to during those 8 days of my fasting was that I was hungry the whole time. And I didn't really talk much about that in my other videos or with too many people just because I forgot about it because it wasn't painful and it wasn't really miserable. It was uncomfortable. I mean, nobody likes that feeling of your stomach growling and feeling really hungry. So maybe I just got used to it. And my sleep was really crappy, but I don't sleep that great at home. So getting, between 2.5 to 5 hours of very interrupted sleep, it sucked, but there's worse things. And I'm sleeping a lot better now that I'm home and I'm falling asleep easier. I'm not using so much melatonin. I used to use ZzzQuil. I'm not using that anymore. So the fast I know has helped me uh, to get better quality sleep. The lightheadedness that I experienced, it really was just over a period of a few days, and it never was really bad. There was a few times where I just stood up too fast because I kept forgetting that I had to move slowly and stand up carefully. So you don't eat. You're on day 5 of not eating and you stand up from your bed really fast. It's, of course, I'm going to get lightheaded. And one morning I turned the bathroom light on. It was still just barely starting to get light outside. So it was still pretty dark in the suite. And then I turned the bathroom light on and whoa, that gave me the spins. But other than that, I can't complain about the amount of lightheadedness. I never had any headaches or any kind of acid reflux or any of the other common symptoms. And my doctor was surprised that I was hungry the whole time. He said that's only happens to about 10% of the people who fast. I said, well, I'm one of the lucky ones, I guess. But I mean, overall, I don't care. The experience was a 10 out of 10. No question about it. I don't care what kind of symptoms I had. They weren't that bad. Uh, So, aside from the benefits of fasting and the fact that I feel amazing, and the fact that even though I have put weight back on, because which is normal, because once you start eating again, you add fiber back into your gut and you're adding the water back into your body and you're adding glycogen and proteins back into your body. These are things that we need to survive. So if I have to gain 5 pounds back in order to replenish everything that our body needs, and so be it. I'm still down in weight. I'm still down in BMI. I feel amazing. I'm sleeping better. My clothes fit better. And it's just wonderful. But aside from the benefits, the education that I walked away with is you can't beat it. I've had some pretty amazing education, through the T. Colin Campbell's Cornell nutrition course back in 2020. The knowledge I gained from that just propelled me into this world of so much information about health and nutrition and how to really thrive, and feed ourselves the food that our bodies thrive on. The Food Revolution Network, another amazing program, learning from some of the top experts in the world of nutrition. So this education it's like that, but in a way even better, because you're learning directly from people that are doing the research, the ones that are submitting the case studies and the research to medical journals to be published, and to learn directly from these people and to get to meet these people. It's just amazing. And the topics they covered were so important to be aware of. And so many people have these very issues that these experts lectured about. And being there, and if not able to attend a lecture in person because of being too fatigued or weak or dizzy or whatever, you can live stream them from your room, which is excellent. Dr. Goldhammer, as he says, 40 years ago, we were criminal quacks. Now we're cutting edge researchers, and they truly are. And what an incredible thing to experience, to be there, to be at this place where they're doing cutting edge research and they're saving lives. Another amazing thing is going along the same as staff is just a whole medical team. Everybody is so caring and so involved and so on top of it. They don't let bad things happen. So if somebody's really struggling with their water fast, for example, my sweet mate, she had elevated heart rate and was having a hard time getting it normalized. So they got her on juice. They had to get her off the water only fast and put her on juice, but they monitored her so closely, and they were always there for anything that she may have needed. It's just top-notch care. And even the masseuse, I went and had a massage. Even she had more knowledge about nutrition than 99% of the people that I know. Their knowledge is just, you got to admire it. And then the other guests, the people that I got to spend time with, who share the same goals and the same values as I do. And we have different goals, but they're all overall the same thing. We all just want to thrive. And knowing we're not going to live forever, we want to avoid being crippled our last decade or more of life. We don't want to be dependent on people to change our diapers. We want to be mobile. We want to be independent. We want to feel good. We want to still do the things we enjoy, instead of thinking, well, I'm this age now, I've only got a few years left because my body's falling apart because I've never bothered trying to take care of it. No, we want to achieve health, or for those that are in already great health, they want to stay that way. We want to maximize life and enjoy it to the best of their ability, my ability. So getting to hear everybody's stories, why they are there, is just really inspiring and interesting. And then everybody's so friendly, so you can't help but just make all kinds of friends while you're there, and just hanging out in the courtyard in the sunshine and just visiting and getting to know people and continuing on a conversation that you may have started the day before. It's just a wonderful experience. The Graston chiropractic treatment. Holy cow. Dr. Linsner gave a lecture on Graston treatment, and I didn't realize it targeted skin scar tissue. So I saw him twice, and he's pretty certain I may never have this pain again. That the kind of pain that would lay me out for 4 days straight, because the pain's right here. And so it really impacted my core. So then what brings it on is chopping vegetables. I'm a left-handed person, and the pain's over here from a surgery. So if that is truly going to be gone, that makes this whole trip worth every cent. I think it was worth every cent anyhow, but um, I met Susanna, who I saw her on Chef AJ, and when listening to her, I learned that she was going to be at True North at the same time as me. So I reached out to her via email prior to going to True North, and we exchanged emails for about a week and got to know each other a bit. And now I consider her a friend that I'll probably have for life. Uh, Wonderful gal, super inspirational, and it's just like people like her and and the others at True North, just just some of the neatest people that you can meet. And I'm so fortunate to have made these connections. And I'm home and I miss it. I know what I'm missing out on. I'm missing out on great conversations in the courtyard. I'm missing out on some of the best lectures that a person can attend, and the food. That's the last thing I can't leave out. My gosh. Um, I have been watching some of the live lectures from home, so I can still watch those. It's just I'm not there. But the food, I can't believe I almost left that out. Healthiest food you can find anywhere in the world. I know it. It is so fresh. It's so amazing. It's super organic. It is Chef Ramses and Chef Mauricio. Mwah. Kathy Fisher, your cooking demos are amazing. Your cookbook so far, it was the first cookbook I used when I got home. Delicious enchilada casserole that I've made. Uh, I can't say enough about the food, and it is the best food I've ever had. SOS free, no salt, oil, or sugar. Um, just full of flavor. Just so I've never had just plain steamed broccolini taste so incredible before. I was sincerely thrilled to eat this broccolini. I wish I had some of it right now. So I really highly recommend anybody who is interested in True North to look into it. Go ahead and fill out the registration on their website. And yeah, you have to give all your detailed health information, but that's the only way they're going to know if you're a candidate or not. And, it took me about 10 minutes, and something like 4 days later, Dr. Ellen Goldhammer called me on a Sunday afternoon and determined I was a fine candidate. And I'm so glad I was. So it was a wonderful experience, and I hope to get to do it again in the near future, like next year. I would love that. But look into it if you're interested. You won't regret it.